Oh, you know what had good looping music, Como? Crooked Man.
Sure did.
Well, might be worth looking into. But, I'm gonna go ahead and start while we're waiting on Fear, then.
Sounds good.
Alright, let me run a quick intro. Ba-da-da-da-da. Alright, that's it. That's the intro.
10 out of 10.
Thanks, I know I worked hard on it. Who would like, for a hero point, to catch everybody up as to what happened last time?
I mean, I'm always willing to recap, but I would also like to give the chance for the hero point out to somebody else.
I have one, so I'll let someone else take it.
I have 0. I could do it.
I think we should have Fear catch us up on what he thinks happened.
That's not a bad idea. Unfortunately, Fear is stuck in purgatory with Neko art.
As he belongs.
Fearmonger said y'all fought a kobold guy on top of a tall ass rock and said he dead.
Yeah, dude. Y'all fought a tall kobold guy. Sorry. Y'all fought a kobold guy on top of a tall ass rock and said he dead.
I mean...
Well, it was a female, but that's surprisingly close.
Pretty much.
There were some more kobolds in there. It was
were.
Pit.
Guys,
Didn't like the Pit.
neutral.
There was some guttural shouting that no one understood.
No, dude is gender neutral. Guy is distinct male.
Damn, out here gatekeeping guy.
Not your buddy guy.
Not your guy friend.
Not your friend, dude.
Not your dude. Pal.
You just tried not to say bro, didn't you?
No, shut up. I use the word bro too much.
Same.
Alright. But no, who's catching us up? And why is it Como? Because it's always Como, because nobody else can fucking...
Recap. Alright. Last time we got through the water fountain of doom. And then we went into a room with a whole bunch of kobold barracks. We slaughtered them. Then there was a pit. I did not like the pit.
We're going to talk about how
I
the
did not like
kobolds
the pit at all.
outsmarted you by letting you run in by yourself and then set the doorway on fire.
I mean,
Is that what happened?
Not
I thought
me.
They started lobbing oil at us.
I was already well past that, thank you very much. The fire is everyone else's problem. The pit,
I believe the
however,
kobolds threw fire at our free ranged members to keep them away.
surprisingly effective.
I mean, considering they all stayed 30 plus feet away, so...
And then they got shot.
And then, yeah. And then Wesk happened.
And then we had a magical kobold. She tried to do magic missile, and then she got shot. She's over there. She's not actually dead. She's chained up.
She is not dead, you're right. She is just unconscious because the witch tortured her into unconsciousness. That's
We may
it's
regret
cute to
not
laugh.
killing her. She's eating fish sticks.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, hey.
Y'all didn't know this, but Raleigh also ate fish sticks today.
I had a
Nothing.
big conversation about it before you got here.
I did notice fish in chat earlier, and I thought it was odd.
Yeah. But yes. Wesk heard some stuff from the Kobold boss. He's like, yeah, I don't know what she's talking about, boss. She's probably crazy. We should just kill her. Here, I'll take care of that. And then you guys looted some good shit.
And he did.
It looks like this might take care of the problem for the town. There is, however, still more to explore down here if you would like to.
Right, we had the ending where the Batu ominously did not want to go down the hallway because some great evil presence that Siri sensed.
Let's see. I actually fear I'm just gonna do your reagents back, and then you should be able to just craft shit right now. But yes, that's another good point. Gex. Not the gecko. Sorry, Gex. Gex.
The Batu has a name?
Yes, the Batu has a name.
Living
Gex.
entity.
His name is Gax.
But I'm very confused because of Gex. And now I just want to make a witch whose familiar is just Gex the Gecko.
No.
And then
was gonna
use a
summon by the
soundboard
remote control.
for the,
Hey, Stray. When I
Yes.
leveled up my character last time, I forgot to change my minion thingies talents. There was just one I wanted to swap. Is that possible?
I will allow it, yes. So double click your bat. Should bring up his menu. Its menu, sorry. Hit the trash can on whatever you want to get rid of. What do you want to give it?
Hold on, I gotta find what it's called.
Okay. But yes, very, very important to note. Gax did not want to proceed further. He got sent out as a scout, and while he's not the smartest little critter, something in the next room scared him off too much to continue down this way. So take that how you will.
Why can't I find the list? Can you send me the list, Stray?
The list. I sure can. Here.
Thank you.
But yes, Fear, did you get your reagents back to craft? It looks like it. Remember, if it's a favored craft of yours, you can toggle signature item to get the extra bonuses. I don't know. You have poisoner, right? So crafting poisons, is that it? For toxicologist. Yes, you get 3 poisons instead of 2 if you prepare poisons. But it looks like you... Yeah, you don't have enough. But, I would point out, you should have an extra Alchemist Fire and Elixir of Life, right? No, hold on. Wait, do you get 3 or 2? That's weird. I thought they came in batches of 2. Or is Acid Flask a type of poison?
It's share senses, Stray.
What?
Share senses.
Share senses, alright. That will now have share senses on it. Alright. Which means I'm going to give your bat vision real quick. And we are going to give... Yes. Okay, you should be able to just click your bat and still see through its eyes, right?
I can click it and move it and see through its eyes? Is that what you
Yes.
said?
Like, you
Okay,
should
let
be
me
able to
see.
control it just like your...
Yes.
Okay. And I will set it to auto-follow you once again.
User Rally lacks permission to update item. I didn't touch anything.
The what?
I got a pop-up that said I lack permission to update items.
I have no idea what that could be then.
Are you in the treasure box?
No, it wasn't. No, we'll see.
But, alright. But yes. You guys dealt with the Kobold boss last time. There's something scarier deep in. Found a horde of magical items. Once again, you guys found a strange brass copper chain with a piece of an eggshell on it around this kobold's neck. They've all kind of been wearing similar jewelry and accessories, but we are free to start whenever you guys would like to.
All right.
And so we go.
Are we going back to the tavern to claim what's ours? Or are we going to continue?
We should bring her along. Just give her to the over to the town guard. They'll probably just execute her, but it's not our place.
Wesk motions to the kobold boss still laying on the ground in front of her makeshift stone throne. Does anyone have any strong feelings about prisoners?
Nope.
It's basically what I said last we spoke. If we just leave her here, this is just going to,
Her again.
yeah, it's going to occur again. We've been sent on a very specific mission, which is to make sure that this doesn't keep happening. I think it's important to give over to the town guard.
All right. So we drag the
Move her
thing
up.
back.
Alright, who's carrying it?
I'm going to tie a rope around it.
Alright. Drag it about 5 feet behind you.
I can't remember. Did Siri speak last time about whether about the thing off in this direction?
I believe so.
Okay. So we should, once we get this kobold to the town guard, we should come back. If there's something else dangerous down here, it very much could come up the same way the kobolds did.
Is this thing actually falling? Yes. Bonk.
Okay.
Bonk. 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 Hey, look, Craver, it's your favorite thing. Bonk.
Tied up lizard people?
No. Having a rope tied around you and then being bonked on every corner and stair imaginable.
Gax is not on follow.
There you go.
Everything follows.
Everything follows. Alright. You each
Probably just
decide
like-
to...
Oh,
I'm
there's
going
the
to
other
assume
unconscious
each of
one.
you have decided to leave then.
Yeah.
Okay, we're just going to skip right over this though. Go
It was
back.
having fun dragging a kobold
I
around.
know, and I ruin everything. We are going to... Can't hear my music this time, apparently. Just not allowed to hear music. You each rise up to the tavern after, I will say, roughly 40 minutes of walking back up, navigating through the pits, cliffs and various other bad shit. And you each arrive to the Otari fishery once more. Sort of where you began this whole thing.
Well, again.
Oh, yes. And each meet with Tammy Tanderville, the female human with a collection of peg legs that each treated you each to a free drink should you wanted it. It's been about 3 hours since you guys have left, so you guys each descended at about 9 o'clock. It's now coming up right at, as you are now able to see the sun, right at about 1:30. Tammy is excited to see you.
Found your rat problem.
Oh, goodness me, that seems a mite bigger than a rat. But still, I am glad to at least know what the problem was. Although kobolds, I didn't expect to see them there. I know they've infested the Gauntlet up there. No offense, she says, talking to Wesk. Practically vermin around here, but I'm sure some of them are alright. Is this the only one, or were there more?
There were.
There were. Is that a...
Yeah, there's about 24 down there, I'd say.
Oh, goodness, I hope that doesn't smell. She fusses for a little bit with something underneath her table. I believe we each agreed to 10 gold each.
Sounds about right.
Alright. Go ahead and give yourselves each 10 gold if you would like it. As she each awards you.
I don't think we can interact with our characters.
Alright, you don't have your characters. Go back to your main menu over here. You will always be able to find your characters here at all times. And
Actually, you can pull up your PC if you go to the actors tab right
yes.
up there. Open the PC's tab and double click on your character.
That too. I nearly forgot about the actors tab. But
50.
Tammy is going to sort of look at the prisoner you've each brought back. Still not come to consciousness yet. But,
Don't let it waggle its fingers.
oh my. She fusses over the gold she gives you, never taking her eyes off the kobold prisoner, muttering, oh my, oh my. Well, would you be willing to do me one more favor, to call it square?
What might that be?
Oh, if you could take this thing to the guard, I'm quite keen on escorting it myself, you know.
Yeah, fair enough.
Don't worry there, we were already planning on it.
And do try not to make a fuss as you take it through town. Take some back roads or something, will you? The festival will start soon.
Festival?
Oh, yes. Didn't I tell you? The festival is tonight. It'll go for the next 2 or 3 days. It's going to be celebrating the Rose Guard.
The Rose Garden?
The Rose Guard. Sorry, I know our tongue must be strange to you. She's motioning to Wesk again.
I feel like I should know something about this.
Give me a society check.
All right.
Let me
Can
know
I
you are
substitute for
trained
lore
in it.
warfare?
No.
Damn. All right. Let's do it anyway.
I will give you lore warfare, but it will not cover society amount of stuff. It'll only cover some of it.
Too late, I rolled for society. I also rolled terribly.
Especially untrained. You have Thank you, Fear, for the white woman jump scare again. Ziri, you know a bit more than Gideon. Gideon, you're not sure, you just know that a long time ago this place was built by some people that were famous once. Ziri, you know the Rose Guard were 4 old heroes from about 500 years ago that each rose up and slew an evil witch here. After they killed the witch, they came down and founded the town. You don't know anything specific about their names or who they were. You just know that old legend. It's kind of where this town gets its name. Oh yes, it's the anniversary of the Rose Guard's deeds pretty soon, you know. We always celebrate it each year. I'm sure if you want to know more, though, God's bless his heart, the mayor could tell you more than you'd ever wish to know about the Rose Guard. He's a bit of a fan. But I needed this place clean because I'm going to be hosting one of the events tonight. So if you could just mosey on out of here with that thing, I would be much more comfortable.
We'll make sure this is plenty taken care of. Thank you for the information.
It's no problem. My thanks for cleaning up before the big day. I'm so excited. You see, I'm going to be part of the pie eating contest today.
You say?
Oh yes. Me and, well, a couple of us girls are gonna get together and host the big pie eating contest. The winner will get to eat for free for a week at any of our inns.
I have a vote.
With that, when you guys are ready, she seems to shuffle and shove, or not shove, escort most of you out into the streets of Otari. I'll take a moment. How long has everyone been in town?
I've probably been here for a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. I think a couple days.
Couple days. Yuri, how long?
A few days.
A few days. As you each get shuffled out hurriedly by Tammy into town, we're going to take you each to here. You are going to find yourselves damn, did I not set this up properly? No, I did. I don't know why it's not pulling you in. Are you guys loading a scene?
Not at the moment, but I see a new scene.
Okay. Click the scene just
I'm
labeled
loading.
Otari.
There we go.
That's what I'm loading at the moment.
Under Chapter 1.
It's actually under Otari.
Yeah, I'm still loading in.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, under Otari. And we will show you guys the town that you guys have each been in. Raver, you probably know the town better than most of your party. You could probably escort it through the back streets, should you so choose, or if you would like to show off your prize to the rest of town as the resident rat catchers. Alright. Raver is going to escort you each through the back streets then.
I cannot see anything. I
Yeah,
might
I'm
have
supposed
to
be back
reload.
at 96%. Should I try and
I'm not even loading, so I'm just gonna go ahead. Oh, no. 96%.
Yeah, I'm at 96% too.
That's not
All of
good.
us are.
Yeah, go ahead and reconnect then. That's weird. everyone disappears off the face of the planet.
The best part of the campaign.
Dying?
Yeah,
Yes.
this festival is weirder than I thought.
Yeah, it's more than Agashi.
Oh no.
And it's weird that we're having so much issues with Foundry tonight. Usually just kind of works.
It might be my connection because I'm on such a bad one.
Oh, no, if it was just you, that'd be one thing, but it seems everyone's having these problems. As you step out into the city streets, the the sea salt air hits your lungs. The Otari fishery, of course, nestled right on the edge of this not quite sea, but it is probably the largest lake in the world for this location. You know that far, far, far across this lake is one of the larger cities around here, Ashton. And Otari is kind of nestled between Ashton, a large river, a large lake, and the Fogfin Swamps. The Fogfin Swamps is probably where your druid was from, Zilly, your fungus druid, if you remember her, with the hags. It is a very tiny town, probably about a population of about 1,200. Most interesting thing about it, however, is it is a major logging and lumber source for this region, with a extremely long flume that sort of processes logs, sends them to Otari to be processed, and then is shipped out to Ashton across the lake.
Oh, I'm finally through.
That's good. The Otari fishery is right down here, is where you guys will be. Gideon, you might have earned a few coins while you're here guarding the flume, which kind of is this large man-made marvel of engineering. Wes, you would know.
I'm still at 98%.
Alright. Well, fuck. I don't know why it's taken forever then.
Is Otari just an extremely large map?
I got
don't know. I mean, Yuri got
I got it.
It's a 4,300 by 5,700 JPEG.
Well, look like I know what a JPEG is.
Sorry, a GIF. Wes, you would probably marvel at the engineering of the
There we
flume
go.
being with your engineering lore. Gideon, you might have defended the flume as a sellsword for a little bit. They're oftentimes looking for reliable people with a good background check to protect the flume, as it does run through the Fogfin, and oftentimes needs some protection from wandering monsters. Raver, as for you being here for a while, you might have noticed there's not necessarily a doctor out here in the boonies. It's mostly something called the Dawnflower Library, which is sort of a eclectic collection of churches and cathedrals. It's mostly a shrine to Saren Ray, but there's enough space that they let worship of any kind in. Nothing so far as good old preventative medicine, though. Just good old divine witchcraft.
Beaches, got it.
Ziri, same to you. Riley, this would be Iridel's Saren Ray. Sorry, I should specify that because unfortunately that is an unfortunate coincidence. Stuck at 96%. All right.
Then
Well,
96
it'll just take some
takes a
time.
second. Yeah, I went up to 98 after
It's
like
a very
10 minutes
big
back up.
96%.
That last 4% will get you every time. It might help that there's like 8 sound effects on this map. Jesus.
Yes, it's very ambient. But yes, I would say you guys, guided by Raver, kind of slip through the back streets. Gideon, at this point, you've hauled the kobold up onto your shoulder like a sack of potatoes to make it easier to drag. These are not paved streets. These are cobblestone at best.
No, that checks out.
The first area you'll pass by is the Otari Market, collection of stalls and vendors, and sort of like the town's main attraction. Traveling merchants rent out space here. It's where you'll find the eclectic variety of things that you would not find in the rest of the shops. And it's also seemingly where the festival will be held. They're sort of starting to get ready for it. You guys pass through on your way. Next up, as you pass going north towards the garrison, the sort of makeshift jail here, you're going to pass by the Farmers Guild, which is a cozy little place that doubles as both a farm, a stable, and also a poor inn. It's not anywhere that any of you would like to stay, but they do have space there. As you go through the back alleys, you will eventually arrive at the Otari garrison and speak to a town guard here, just a rank and file soldier member who will greet you. How's it coming, Fury? About 96% stuff? No, he can see. He can live.
He can fight. But not right now.
I mean, he can right now. I'm not going to stop him, but I feel like that'd be in poor taste.
I will stop him.
You sure will, bud. One of the guardsmen stops you. Right? What's that thing? He kind of makes a vague gesture at your shoulder, Gideon. What's all
Just,
this?
took care of the local vermin.
I see.
Don't let it waggle its fingers too much.
I see. I'll see if we have some dimeridium. And this one, he says, motioning to Wesk.
Oh no, that one's fine. He's ours.
He's... You know, we have some cuffs and leashes if you, with the festival starting and all. I don't know if... Are you sure it's, it'll be alright?
He's the reason this thing is here. Trust me, you would rather have this one.
Oh, sold it out then, I see. Well,
Good enough.
If he's one of the good ones, then he's gonna take the unconscious kobold and sort of, with more difficulty than Gideon, carry it in his arms. Right. Well, thank you for your assistance. I'll, you go enjoy the festival then. He's gonna kind of walk out of view back inside, grumbling about having to do his job for a little bit. I'm going to say that took you each about another 15 minutes. It is getting to be about 2 o'clock. You guys have been told the festival will start tonight. What would you each like to do for the next 4 hours?
Next 4 hours. I would like to get into some crafting.
You would like to get into some crafting.
That may not be something that can be appropriate just to pull off on a whim. The crafting book's massive.
I that's totally fine, but you will need to find a workshop or somewhere to work at for now. Somewhere that has tools, materials. You will need to find a location to do that with. Speaking of, can you guys see these icons?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I saw the thing you dropped, yeah.
I saw the thing you pointed out.
But you cannot see the clickable icons.
No, there's
No.
not a
No.
clickable icon.
Okay. That might work out in my favor then. But yes, the garrison will be this large teal building on the edge of town. That's where you are now. Gideon is going to go find himself a workshop. What would everyone else like to be doing with their time? Raver, what type of shop would you like to look for? Just the first shop you see? Place to sell this emerald. Alright. Raver begins to meander down the street. Pick a direction, Raver. Where would you like to go? South, east, or west, north? And you're just gonna kind of see what you can find. Southwest. Raver begins to make his way off southwest from the town.
I'll turn to Ziri and Wesk. Still a little concerned about that thing in the basement that Ziri sensed, but there's little we can do about it now. What do you guys think of finding
All I
that?
can say is that whatever it was didn't make that hole in the wall. The kobolds made that hole in the wall. So long as they seal it up, whatever's down there hasn't impacted the town yet. Hopefully it won't impact the town going forward.
Fair enough. It could be like those undead sealed away. What say you we look for that mayor that was spoken of? I'm a little bit interested to hear about this festival.
All right.
Okay. So Wesk and Sazan, you guys are going to look for the mayor. Okay. Ziri, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna go with Raver because I was there when we agreed to sell the emerald.
The loot goblins go to get more loot. I understand. Right.
Stop by a shop eventually, mostly because I'm borderline encumbered.
I'm going to go ahead and split this party up real quick.
Famous last words.
You're fine.
Some of you may die.
Listen, that's just good business.
It's probably better to stick together for the time being. Or it's probably better for the two of us to stick together for the time being anyway, seeing as it seems the town does not take very kindly to you.
We're going to do that. There we go. Alright, Gideon. Thankfully, within a couple minutes walking down the street, you hear some familiar clanking and banging. This, as you walk up to the sign, seems to be a blacksmith. The sign on the street says, "Blades for Glades."
Excellent.
Single man, buff, muscular, obviously built more like you than the town guard. Is hammering away, he's cursing and spitting and grumbling, and he doesn't have decorations up in his shop unlike the rest of the town. He's probably a little surly.
Perfect. More my style.
Wesk and Sazan, you ask around town for the next few minutes and discover the mayor. Yeah, he's up there. You turn and notice at the top of maybe about an 80-foot cliff, clearly the largest manor in town. The mayor lives apart from everyone else's trees in large manner, and notice that to get there, you'll have to take the Rosegard Road up north, and then you'll take Miller's Road and turn off onto Highside Road, and it looks like this is going to be a good 5, 6, 7 more minutes of walking. So you each sort of begin to make your way, possibly passing past Gideon. Raver and Ziri, you each are heading southwest, you said?
Yes, sir.
You guys are... Would you like to go down Rat Alley, or would you like to go back to that market you guys passed?
I think the market would be the best bet.
Okay. You guys make it to the market where the festivities are being set up for the day to begin hawking your wares. Going back to Gideon. This man greets you. Well, it's not so much as a greeting as noticing you're in his doorway and stopping what he's doing. Yeah?
Yeah. I'm looking for a place to see if I can make something here.
Yeah?
Yeah. Is this a good place to stop?
I mean, for me.
Alright then. Can I join you?
He clicks his tongue and gives you a once-over. Festival's going on.
Yep. You making preparations for it?
No.
Fair enough. What you doing?
You ain't from around here, are you?
Absolutely not.
He kind of eases up at that. Yeah, alright. You can come on in.
Alright.
He makes some space at his workshop. He's hammering on something. It seems to be some sort of steel or weapon, but honestly, at this point, it's too early to tell. Give me a warfare lore check.
Oh boy, my favorite. And I'm gonna have to go to the actor screen for this.
Some of these weapons are fine weapons. Unfortunately, they tell a story. It's clear this man has talent. He's making some fine weapons and armor and shields, but as you notice, those are collecting dust. They're older, and there's not much use for them. You see some various saws, hand axes, things that the lumber trade would need. Unfortunately, as you go on, it seems like the weapons are just more and more shoddily made, more and more less effort, less care, less attention. This man has talent, but he's apathetic now. He doesn't care. He's not. He's either given up, or he's something about him. He just doesn't care anymore.
Huh. That's a shame.
Are you saying this out loud?
Yeah.
Oh. The whole damn town's a shame, I tell you what it is.
What makes you say that?
He stops and glances to the door and looks around, almost as if seeing if anyone's listening, and sort of under his breath mutters something. Can't quite hear at first. Give me a perception check.
I should probably just leave my sheet open. Secret?
Sure. You think you hear something about the damn mayor. He mumbles something and something mayor something. Seems he's not quite ready to talk about whatever that is. Either way, he's back to working with almost a renewed fervor at the mention of the mayor. Meanwhile, Cezanne, Wesk, you passed by a sign that says Galantine Deliveries. This looks to be a delivery courier service that boasts about being able to bring in exotic goods for cheap, stable any carriages or horses. Comically, the sign out front depicts a man standing on horseback, one-legged, as he balances a stack of packages in one hand and a stack of swords in the other. There's an older, maybe not older, let's say about middle-aged woman with curly black hair, wearing some chainmail out front. She's nods at you, then turns back to her work before you notice her cast a second glance at Wesk and raise an eyebrow and then go back to work. You each make your way up the hill, up to Miller's Road. It's a decent-sized hill, and it brings you closer to the flume. Wesk, you marvel at this feat of engineering. This thing has gone for miles and miles and miles and miles and miles. Security is light for the festival, though. You can't help but notice. And you guys each come to the top of the hill, where the mayor's residence resides. And notice that the manor is, strangely, a museum of some type. It seems like half of this building is covered in Rose Guard propaganda and merchandise. Various Rose Guard things, come see the Rose Guard, come see the Rose Guard relics, come see, and you almost, it almost seems like it might be more of a museum than a place to live. As you arrive to the gates, however, you are stopped by a couple men, some town guard, as it were. Can we help you there?
Oh, yes, good day. We were recently speaking with, what was the name of the person from the Tavern Ginster?
Tammy Tanderval.
We were recently speaking with Tammy, and she said that if we're interested about learning more about this festival today, that we should come to the mayor.
With the Rose Guard again. It's clear this guard has had enough of this already. Look, what? Look, I'll save you some coppers, alright? What do you want to know about the Rose Guard, kid?
Well, to start out, what exactly is the festival today about, besides just the Rose Guard in general?
Look, a long time ago, there was a witch, right? Her name was Belcora. Honestly, I'm surprised you ain't heard more about her, truth be told. Long time ago, Belcora came down. She's a real mean lady, alright, kid? Ate some people up. Killed a bunch of people and talked about, you know how it is with witches, right? Rose Guard came down, heard how she was plotting something mean, plotting something evil. Went up there, killed her in the gauntlet, emotions, and you see now, far in the distance, maybe about a 30-minute walk from town, but you can see it from here. There is a single spire poking out of the fog fin. What looks to be, strangely, a lighthouse, locked in the middle of the swamp, nowhere near an ocean. Belcora made the gauntlet her keep. Rose Guard went in, killed her, then came down here, said they was tired of adventuring, so they retired, made this town, alright? One of them died, his name was Atari. They named the town after him. They was practically loaded being adventurers and all, so they were able to make a nice little town, alright? Long time passes, they die. Nobody's interested in this little town in the middle of nowhere with nothing going for it. Kobolds move in. Some more adventurers come, drive them out. They run up to the Gauntlet. Then we turn it into a proper town with a logging company and everything. That's what the mayor's for. He's more like a businessman than a politicking, you know? Bing, bang, boom. He's talking about, you know, honoring their legacy, and that's it. That's your Rose Guard, all right?
That makes an awful lot of sense. Thank you.
Yeah, save yourself some coppers, kid.
Might I ask?
I have a question. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, well, I was curious. What is that Gauntlet?
It's the Gauntlet.
What?
It's a lighthouse, kid.
What? Isn't a lighthouse typically by the sea?
Yeah, and people don't typically eat people, alright? She was a fucked up witch, kid. She ain't all... And he's motioning to his head, and at this point he's leaned his spear up against the gate. He's talking with his hands. She's fucked up, kid, alright? Listen, she ate people. He's going down a list at this point, practically. She's practicing the witchcraft. She's got that fucked up, like, space god thing. Like, kid, I don't know. She made a lighthouse in the swamp.
I guess that's fair. Thank you.
Base God Lighthouse.
I'm a big fan of that.
Same.
Why does your mayor live in a museum dedicated to the Rose Guard?
It's not a... Listen, it's his manor. It's a really big house, alright? You think anybody needs a house this big? It's got fucking, like, 8 chimneys, dude.
So he just collects Rose Guard memorabilia?
Yeah, I guess, man. I don't get paid to ask this shit. I get paid to keep people like you from walking in there with their weapons, alright? It's a good deal.
This is the most relatable guard in the world.
Same.
Well, we appreciate you taking the time to speak with us today.
Yeah, go enjoy the festival, kid, alright? I got stuck up here, but at least I got a nice view. You want to know more about the Rose Guard? God bless you. You go find the mayor. He'll be down there. He's gonna be giving the speech. We're gonna wave that off, and he's gonna wave you two away. Go down here to Raver and Ziri. The market is abuzz with activity. I'm actually going to... Do I have it in my scenes? I do. We're going to move that to here. We're actually going to let you guys see that.
Ooh.
As we are going to hide a couple of these people. Can everyone see this then?
No, because I do not own a token in here.
Fuck, that's right. I gotta change that real quick. Vision based on not token. There. Try that.
Okay.
And the festivities have not started quite yet, but they are setting up right now. They are going to... A few people are tuning their instruments, a few people are gossiping. It's clear most of the town is here, and the peddlers are expecting influx of new people for this festival. A couple guards roam the streets, a couple shadier looking characters. As you each step forward into the city, give me just a straight luck roll.
Was that a
D100 or D20?
D100. Oh goddamn! All right, good on both of you. Not you, Wesk.
Fuck.
This is a D100, so.
Oh.
Never mind. Give me a perception check, Ziri.
Which is
A perception check on the left side of your page. It'll be
I don't have my token on here. I can't see my page.
okay. Well, here then I'll just drop this in real quick.
Ah.
Take off the light spell from you. How about that?
You said what perception?
Yes. Just a secret perception check.
Secret perception.
Well, it's too late now. Ziri, almost immediately somebody has tried to rob you.
Lovely.
He darts away, however, because he is a bumbling, drunken fool wearing a strange symbol on his hat. You don't get a good look before he darts away. But this prompts Raver to clutch his wallet a little bit closer.
Did I see the person that tried to
Oh,
rob
yes.
Zilly?
Just ran right into her. And then just stumbled away.
Do I recognize the symbol on his hat?
Give me a society check.
This is a good day for no one to be trained in society.
I told you guys
I'm
about
trained in
that.
society.
Oh, fear is...
Well, I've got a
No,
4.
he's untrained.
For now.
For now. That reminds me.
I
Wes, you actually have
skill.
one skill more than you should. You will need to drop a skill.
Oh, I do?
Yes. Because your intelligence is -1. You actually get one less
That's
skill. Raver, Ziri, your luck of the draw gives you this man in a different hat. He's older, sort of clearly running the show at this market. He's not having a good time. He's sputtering and cursing and telling people to put things back, and you can't set up shop here, and you know, we already have this space reserved, and so there seems to be a leader of this market if you would like to talk to him, or you can strike up and maybe sell to a different merchant. Are you guys
What are your
just-
thoughts, Ziri?
I guess let's just try to go pawn this thing first. See any other
Alright.
merchants.
Okay. In time, you each discover a meek-looking man in green robes and hats. The type of man who, when he turns to find you over 15 feet away, approaching him, he still jumps. He is going to look like that for you guys. Bright red hair, cut close to the scalp. He's sort of scowling as you approach, adjusting his goggles, adjusting the various things on his stand, which seem to be books, wands, scrolls. Some of them are spell books, most of them seem to be regular reading. the sort of makeshift tent he's rigged up. He's in the middle of setting up shop. He scowls at you and goes, "May I help you?"
Hi, good afternoon. By chance, are you currently accepting wares?
Accepting wares? I'm selling wares later today. What do you mean accepting wares?
Looking to buy.
Looking. Oh. He sort of looks around and. Oh, what is it?
I carefully pull the emerald in its glass case out of my pouch, and I delicately hold it in my palm.
He's going to sort of eye it. And may I see it to appraise it?
Yeah, absolutely.
He's not quite grab, more like a pluck. He's very quick. Oh my. Such a fancy. He's rubbing his temples, talking to himself. This glass is fine too, and the emerald I can maybe. He looks around. Well, Kath isn't here. Maybe I could afford just to give you 12 gold for it.
Is there by any chance we could get a little bit higher?
Give me a diplomacy check.
Fuck.
He's sort of scowling, looking at you. No, I don't think it's worth much more than that, honestly. And to be frank, Kath would skin me if he caught me buying things. He's gonna hand it back to you. Unless you would. 12 gold. Final offer.
I think I will hold on to it for the time being then. I do appreciate your appraisal though.
It's your loss. May I interest you in some of my wares, he says, sort of motioning to the various books, scrolls, and wands across his shop. Or perhaps maybe you aren't well, can you talk shop, as they say?
I wouldn't be opposed to a look. Ziri?
Yeah, sure.
Yes. I'm going to show you guys. His shop page, if you would like to look at it. Now, this isn't everything that we have, but I have a few of our wares on sale today. I assume this popped up for you guys?
Yeah, we got odd stories.
Okay, that's good. It seems this is a magic shop. It's got a couple very basic staves, a couple of basic books and writing supplies. Most of his wares aren't out yet. He goes on to explain that he's maybe not as good as the Rose God, but he's an accomplished wizard in his own right. I can craft some scrolls and wands if you should need a rise. Although maybe you don't have the talent.
You see?
Is it just an odd stories we're supposed to see?
Yes. Mostly, as I said, blank books for spells, blank formula books. You would know those, Raver. It's the type of book that you use for your alchemical formulas. Extra writing sets, ink, pens, papers, maybe some common reading, some illustrated
so there's, like,
books.
Wands.
Yes, I can craft wands. Are you a mage, milady?
Something like that.
Why, fascinating. He's immediately much more interested in Ziri than he was in you, Raver.
Perfectly fine.
What school did you go to? I proudly went to the Ashton alumni.
School?
Yes, so... Sorry, perhaps, are you perhaps his scowl deepens. Perhaps a sorcerer?
I'm gonna slowly turn and look at Raver, see if this man is speaking English.
He sure is speaking common.
Because I have no idea what he's talking
She's self-taught.
Yeah, that self-taught.
Self-taught, extraordinary. Well, if you would like lessons sometime, I would be happy to teach you. Perhaps my
Thanks.
wares are a bit too advanced for you right now. Though, do come back.
Fuck you too, I guess.
Man is clearly unaware of Ziri's impatience right now, Raver. While you are all too keenly aware of it. Would either of you like anything else?
I
good
feel
enough, I
that
guess.
we should perhaps skedaddle.
I see. More for his sake than your own, Raver. You gently intercede and manage to gently wrangle Ziri's fury away from this man.
I look over my shoulder and I say, "Thank you for your time," and I idly wave.
He's... Anytime, although you get the feeling he's more saying that to Ziri than you, Raver.
That's perfectly fine. I opted to not sell him the Emerald, Ziri. I'm gonna try and find someone that can give us enough to actually split it between all of us.
Sounds good.
Ain't no way to do the math to split up 12 into 5.
Like that.
Except one of them, they're long divisions.
Like the implication that that's the only reason, Raver, because math is hard.
You think that was a good deal? I don't care. 12 doesn't divide into 5 evenly.
I'm making sure everybody gets even amounts.
I'll
That's
give
all
you
I care about.
249 gold. Raver's sweating like, fuck. Like,
What do I do?
And you get one. I'm already giving you a good deal. Fuck.
I'll give you a random piece of lint for 1 extra gold, please.
Would you take 4 less? Does he know how to haggle? No.
meanwhile, back in the
He
workshop,
doesn't want. Cool.
Gideon, you know that if you would like to craft something, you would need time, but at this point the man sort of speaks up to you and says, "What's your name?"
Gideon.
Gideon.
How about yourself?
Well, he sort of he wipes his nose a little bit, almost proudly, but you can't help but notice he's now smeared dirt on his face. Tavius. Tavius Alindial. He says that like that should mean something to you.
I'm sorry,
It
repeat
does
that last
not.
name?
It does not, however, with your earlier society check.
Yes.
What was that last name?
You looks like you've got talent. What are you doing here?
At the mention of his name and you not having a reaction, he's immediately crestfallen. He clears his throat awkwardly and goes back to work, sort of looking away now. What did you say, Como?
I said it looks like you got talent. What are you doing here? Why is this your work?
Doing here? This is my town. What are you talking about?
No.
Where I be?
I see some of these. This is clearly not all you've ever done. You clearly had better work than this. What are you doing now?
My family is a long line of proud warriors. My ancestor was in the Rose Guard. What do you mean, what am I doing now? I protect this town. The town needs somebody like me.
Yeah, it looks like you might have once. I'm looking at some of this, and then I'm looking at some of that. I'm looking back and forth between some of the finer crafted things and some of the more recent works. Honestly, I see a waste.
Life gets really hard sometimes, alright?
Yeah. Why?
Give me a diplomacy check. Or intimidate if that's what you should choose.
Nah,
no.
I'm going diplomacy here.
Let's not silly that right now. Alright.
It's clear very few people have talked to him like this. What exactly did you say last, Como?
I said it's clear you once had more talent than this, and clear you had more drive at one point. Why are you at this point?
Yeah, well, that's before the town fucked me, okay? Especially that mayor, alright? Nowadays, look, why should I bust my ass if they don't give a shit either?
What's the issue with the mayor?
He's a fucking fraud and a cheat is what he is. He stole my family's sword.
What sword is that?
It belongs to me. It's mine by birthright. And they took it, and now it just hangs in that museum all day.
What sword is this?
You ain't never heard of the Rose Guard's sun sword?
Oh, shit.
I mean, does Gideon know what the sun sword is?
Give me a warfare check.
Yeah, alright.
Oh, you sure fucking don't.
Heard of sun blades? It's a pretty, standard divine magic that conjures a blade of sunlight. You've heard of the sun blades that some paladins wield, which are swords that are blessed to have an inborn sunlight. That's probably what he's talking about. Sun sword, sun blade.
Okay, so this guy stole a fancy sword from you. What's the deal?
Because it hangs up there in the museum all day. And then there's a lot wrong with this town, alright? And the mayor, he's a problem. I tried to make things better, but I don't know how, alright? And
what's the problem with the mayor? How did he steal the sword? What's going on here?
At this point,
I can tell you're not...
dropped his hammer and he's threw his hands up, and it's at this point he's cracked. He spends half our budget in this damn town maintaining his damn home and museum because he thinks it's more important than us. I mean, that sword belongs to my family. My parents told me that. Listen, I've tried, okay? I've tried to, I've run for mayor, 4 times now. I want to help and make things better, but, when this whole town is against me, most people won't even look at me now. The mayor says I'm to be avoided, alright? So yeah, plus, there's no need for swords and shit like that. I make saws and axes and... That's all I do, alright? I'm wasting my life. You happy?
No, I don't think you are either. So, the mayor put a blackball on you. I think something might be wrong here. Why would the mayor want to blackball you? I think I can tell you're not a bad person. You ran for mayor 4 times and were then told to be avoided. I feel like I'm missing something here.
Well, you know, might have said some stuff that last time. But then the mayor knows I want my sword back, alright? And the last time he beat me in the election, he came out wearing it. Like, to gloat. Like, who does that? It's my family heirloom. It's all I have, alright? The truth is, my parents died when I was young, and then I wasted all of my inheritance money on booze, gambling, and maybe I just want to win, alright?
So you just want your family heirloom back. How did the mayor come into possession of this sword? You said he stole it.
Well, yeah, he stole it. It's mine by birthright. It's our family sword. Everyone knows that.
How did he steal it?
Well, when he moved in and made the town, he found it. You know, in the ruins.
In the ruins?
Yeah. My ancestor was buried here a long time ago. And, you know, he sort of trails off.
In what ruins?
The ruins of the town. You know, that we rebuilt. Because the kobolds came in and they ruined the town. And then he's awkwardly sort of trying to justify this sort of belief he has. He's trying to instill it in you. You can tell from that diplomacy roll, he's fumbling. He's not the most eloquent man. Look, my ancestors saved this town, and, you know, why shouldn't I have his sword?
No.
Good timing. So he was the one who found the sword in the ruins, but you say it's yours by birthright.
Well, you know, everyone knows that's the sword that the Rose Guard used, you know? And like everyone
I ain't
knows...
know any Rose Guard, I ain't know your family, I ain't know no Sunblade. Tell me why this belongs to you.
Because it's my family's. The Alindios?
Not ringing any bells.
Oh my god.
This man
Make this guy crack.
defeated. He's not having a good time right now.
It's alright. He probably never had anything to do with Wolfcron anyway.
He's going to basically look at you as if you are an alien. How do you not know? Maybe it's better that you do go to this festival then.
Why? What's at the festival?
It's gonna celebrate the Rose Guard. They can tell you everything that... Well, then you can learn about my family, and then you'll see my point of view. And then you'll agree with me.
That you deserve the sword back?
Yes! We are going to go to Wesk and Sazan now. What are you two doing?
Can I get his name one more time? I couldn't open my journal during that.
It is Tavius
Obvious. Okay.
Tovias.
I think we should have a chat with this mayor.
That might be for the best, but as the guard said, he's down at the festival now, so it's gonna be a bit of a walk.
Well, walking's all I seem to do nowadays, so...
Same. There's something nice to it, really.
It just gets you from one place to another.
Anyway, I think the two of us are gonna, yeah, okay.
Head back.
Begin your trek downhill.
At least it's easier downhill.
As you descend Miller's Road, fortunately for the mayor, it seems that, unlike the rest of town, a few trees still lie up here. You spot two kids, sort of almost bouncing around this tree, excitedly, looking up into it.
Cast my gaze up at the tree, see if I can see what they're looking at.
Give me a perception check.
I'll do the same.
It should be...
Two grown men watch kids stare at clouds, decide to also stare at clouds.
They're looking up into a tree.
Yes.
Where is,
Wesk.
where did you put perception?
It won't matter. Wesk rode high enough anyway. And you're two together.
Yeah.
Wesk, rather, Cezanne. Wesk gestures up and you each see a cat in the tree. The kids are exclaiming, "Come on down! Down from there! Come on, you'll get hurt!" And they glance over to you, Cezanne.
Hello.
An immediate look to you, Wesk.
I'll raise an eyebrow at them.
And a little girl runs directly up to you. Maybe no more than 6 inches from your face, Wesk. She is going to grab your coat and something that makes your skin crawl. She's going to grab your badge and shake it. Is he real?
I am going to immediately jump like 3 feet back.
Okay.
Question.
You
Is
pull
the girl
away.
taller than him?
No, same height. These are kids, maybe about 6 to 8. But as you pull back, she looks hurt, Wesk.
What's wrong, Wesk?
The little boy has now joined her and has now spotted your badge and is gripping the girl, either his sister or just a friend. He's now much more interested in Wesk than they are of you, Cezanne. You have fallen off the face of the earth at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Is it real? Is it true?
Please, don't touch that. Yes,
Okay,
it's real.
okay. The little girl speaking up, talking over each other, really. I'm sorry. Okay, Mama says you gotta help us.
What?
The slinger. You're a slinger.
Wesk is going to pull his
Right?
his duster, walk back up to the tree. I guess I am. He'll say,
Kids are
"That's-
immediately grabbing Cezanne's hand, lifting them up and going, "Yay!" The boy pulls your hand, Cezanne, to make you look at him, and goes, "Mama says slingers help everybody, and he's gonna get the cat down from the tree. You just watch."
I see. Do I have any idea what they were talking about?
Give me a society check, and Wesk, you give me an athletics check.
Skill keeps coming up.
Oh, why does that pop up below?
Yes, you begin to climb up this tree. As you are untrained, you know slingers come from Ceylondia, and they are town guards. Cezanne.
I see.
Do not know anything more intricate than they are related to the law system in Ceylondia. Wesk somehow spurred on despite being untrained with a negative in strength. Almost spurned on by this. You climb this tree. It is a
Wesk
good...
is powered by the encouragement of children.
Kids make me strong. Wait.
Don't say that, don't say that, don't say that.
Words very carefully.
Wesk, you're climbing this tree, and this cat hates this. It has never seen a kobold, apparently, and it is... It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when it decides to attack you, Wesk.
Thinking fast, I'm going to put my hat of disguise on.
Okay. It's less thinking fast because it takes a full minute for it to work. What are you becoming?
I am going to become a halfling.
Okay. You also are going to get a 0 point for that, for your quick thinking. The children each watch, half horrified, half excitedly cheering, as Wesk's body begins to mutate and morph into a curly-haired halfling. You watch as his claws turn into chubby little fingers and his feet turn into hairy feet. I believe you've seen this trick before, though, Cezanne, so you are not in disbelief. The cat still gonna attack you, Wesk, because it's a cat.
I'm still going to attempt to have it come closer to me so that I can grab it.
Okay. Give me a nature check.
This is a good day for Wesk.
Powered by the children.
This is a good day for Wesk.
Managed to
Somehow.
calm this cat down despite transforming in front of its very eyes. It calms down, and it's going to come close enough to your finger to sniff it, but not close enough to grab it.
I'm going to let it sniff my one finger, and with my other finger I'm going to reach into my pouch and pull out a ration, fishing out either some dried meat or maybe a bit of cheese, and then hold that out with my other hand to try and tempt it to come closer.
Okay. Gripping the tree, just barely hanging on with your much less muscular frame. You entice the cat closer, and it's now within grabbing range. Almost eating out of your hand. You can feel it brushing against you.
Right. I'm going to gently attempt to pick it up
Okay. You take 1 slashing damage as you are accosted by this cat, and you are going to obtain a cat in your inventory.
Put it in your pocket.
That's where everything goes. The kids are now... Cezanne, you have been accosted by these kids for a while, watching in stunned silence. As soon as Wesk grabs the cat, your arms feel like they're about to be pulled out of the socket by the kids jumping up and down excitedly. Yay! He did it!
Of course he did. As you said, he's here to help everyone, right?
Mama said slingers are real cool like that.
I am going to try and climb down the tree now.
Okay. You do so easily, it's more of a just drop than climb down at this point with your hands full with the cat. But you present the cat to the children, I assume?
Yeah.
They are immediately going to grab it much too tightly and then scream, practically. Thank you, Mr. Slinger Man. What's your name? How'd you do that? Where's your face?
I'm going to take the hat back off and stow it.
It is
back
the coolest
into...
thing they have ever seen.
I'm gonna put a finger up to my lips. The secret of the slingers.
Which one's your real face?
I'll tell you when you're older.
Okay. They immediately turn to Cezanne instead. How many faces has he got?
As of now, I've seen 3.
Are you Slinger?
No, I'm
Why
just
not?
a traveling creature. Well, I've never personally been to Ceylon.
Do you have a gun?
That's where they'll come from.
I think guns are
yes.
pretty cool. Sometimes we get guns.
You get guns?
They come through the lake. I'm not supposed to tell nobody. I'm sorry. The kids dash off. Meanwhile,
Kids
Ziri,
retrieving
Raver,
guns from a lake is no method for a system of government.
Ziri, Raver,
Look.
are still in the festival, I assume, still looking for buyers. A familiar face is going to stride up to you. It is Rin. Rin, as you might know, is a mutual friend of most of the party. Sort of an eccentric woman. She is, or was, a traveler, much like the rest of you. However, she's, well, as she put it, she obtained too much magic-y stuff and couldn't carry it all, so she had to just settle down here until she sells enough that she can carry it all again. Then she'll be moving again.
What a mood.
But she's stumbled upon you, and she has a very sort of bright, bubbly personality, fitting for her eclectic appearance with her bleach white hair, green streaks through it, hair that goes down beyond her ass, carrying beads around her neck, wrists, hair sort of muffled and scattered across her horns and her elf ears. She's half elf, half tiefling, wearing some scarlet red robes decorated with stars and constellations. She's very clearly easy to spot in such a crowd. My friends, it is wonderful to see you here. Are you enjoying the festivals? Oh, well, will you enjoy the festivals? Although I guess you wouldn't know that until tonight. Will you be enjoying the festivals?
Well, you have been enjoying.
I'm I'm not one for festivities, personally.
Oh, that is a shame. I am very much for festivities. What about you, Ziri?
I've never been to a festival, but I mean, hey,
Oh, you
I guess
must
I'll
go
give
to
it
the
a try.
festivals. Festivals are great. There's much food, and they do not charge you anything, unlike the rest of them around here. She casts a quick glance at what you assume to be the pie-eating contest station where a couple of innkeepers are
Do
setting up.
like food.
Yes. Food is wondrous, is it not? Such delights.
True.
Do you prefer the ones that that melt in your mouth, or the ones that attack your tongue with their spice?
All of it. All of the above.
I see. What about you, Raver? Would you prefer your tongue to be attacked?
I'll look at him, smiling enthusiastically.
By spices, yes.
Yes, of course. What else would attack your tongue? My goodness, is there a monster that attacks tongues now?
Honestly,
She's going to
probably.
touch her tongue as she speaks now.
There's a lot of weird things on the Shadow Plains.
Oh, yes. Shadow Plains. I forget. That is where you are from, is it not? Or, well, I guess it's where we'll all be going soon enough, won't it? Well, hopefully not soon enough. Perhaps later rather than sooner, as they say. She's...
Yeah, hopefully later than sooner.
I agree. I'm glad that we agree. This makes us friends. I always did enjoy talking to you, Raver. You're so easy to talk to. You don't even say much back. You see, because talking is different from listening. Many people are good at talking, but not good at listening. A little bit of Rin wisdom for you, yes?
Nodding.
Ah, Rinsdom.
Agreement. It's true. It's true.
Would you like to stuff your face with pies with me later?
Yes.
Or perhaps I shouldn't. I am...
Oh, sorry, were you talking to me?
I am a contestant in the contest later, the spellcaster contest. Maybe some other time we will stuff pies in our faces.
I'm up for pie stuffing any day of the week.
That is wondrous. Unfortunately, I do believe the festival is only these days this week, not every day. If only we could engorge ourselves upon the pies for free, daily. What a wondrous time. Raver, do you think the Shadow Realm is full of pies? Will there be pies in the Shadow Realm after we...
You have shadow pie?
I just
Do you have
side
shadow
eye
pie?
from behind my... Since I'm like,
Would that be
since
more
I'm
like
wearing my
blueberry or
mask,
raspberry? I wonder.
I can side eye and she can't see it, and I just kind of look to the side for a second, and I go, I don't. I'm sure there are some there.
Good.
Perhaps that is why he likes his tongue to be attacked by spices.
Yep. Me.
She's standing there awkwardly now, just still excited, still very happy, but
Still nodding.
still waiting to see if one of you say anything.
So you say that there's a spellcasting competition.
Oh
that
yes,
you're in
I'll be
tonight.
entering it alongside Morblin later. Although it seems you've already met our good friend Morblin. She's going to throw an arm around you, Ziri, and then wave at Morblin. Very excitedly. Your whole body shakes. Morblin looks up, scowls, and gives a very half-assed wave.
Seems nice.
He is not. But I'm glad that you think so.
I'm sorry.
Perhaps I would show you, my secret wares that are better than his later. I do not think he likes me, because I tell everyone about my secret wares that are better than his.
Doesn't that make them not secret? If you're telling everyone?
No, because not everyone knows.
That nobody knows everything.
Exactly. So thus there are always secrets to be found.
So is everything a secret?
Yes, until you learn it. Then it's not a secret anymore.
Deep.
Wise words.
I did not think it was that deep. I thought it was rather hollow, honestly.
You mean shallow?
Do I?
Do you?
I wonder.
Alright, well... Slap my knees. Stand up.
Well.
Do you have knees?
Yeah? I'm a goat person.
Well,
Goats have
they-
Just
knees.
because she's a fawn,
Bend
her legs gotta
backwards,
bend
so,
somewhere.
like, you have
So
to
she puts
really
her hands
bend over
behind
to
the
get
back
them
and like,
knees. Shall I see you tonight? At the pie stuffing contest and the spellcasting contest? Both?
Absolutely, we'll see you there.
Oh, how delightful. I look forward to it, my wondrous friends. Do you stop by my shop, too? Friends Wonders?
Absolutely.
You guys didn't forget I had a shop, right?
What does she sell?
She has a bunch of magic stuff.
Ah, yes, the shop, right.
Yes. The shop. Wait,
Shop.
The shop.
Yeah.
The shop that she
The
had
shop, it's very shoppy.
right here.
The shop
Right
that's there that she has in the town at night after the
She
pie
is
stuffing
going
competition and
to
the
give
spellcasting
both of you
competition.
together a huge hug that, despite your best attempts, warms your heart just a touch. And then she is going to dart away waving. But not before crashing into somebody while waving. And she's
Oh,
just
no.
gonna keep waving on the ground as she stands. And darts away again.
Well, he's nice, I guess.
One can only wonder where she stores all that positivity.
Bag of holding. Calling it now.
Wouldn't that be nice?
You don't keep your positive energy in a bag of holding?
No, Raleigh keeps it in his hands.
I keep it down, down deep within the deepest dark of my heart, and then I pull it out when I need it. I don't need it very much.
I would say at this point it's about 5 o'clock, let's say.
Yeah, we're still trying to find somebody to hawk our loot to, right?
I mean, are
If
you-
we can't find them tonight, I'm sure we can find them at another point.
Yes, you were going to a shop.
But yes, we were trying to find the shop, but
At the shop.
The shop.
That
yeah,
she
it's a
had.
shop.
The shop. That she had. Well, we'll see her tonight, so that's good.
Yeah, after the pie stuffing competition.
Nice stuffing competition.
At least in my case, I was like, what the hell's a sunblade?
Alright, it's about 5 o'clock. Gideon, where are you going? Tavius has agreed to let you work in his shop. Still in disbelief,
Excellent.
you can't... What do you mean you don't know who...
I mean, Tavius told me to go to the festival. I guess I'm gonna go see if the story checks out.
You are going to go wandering towards the markets. Wesk, Cezanne?
Tavius or Tobias?
Tavius.
Okay.
I think we were gonna head towards the festival because that's where the mayor was gonna be.
Alright. You guys pass by the two kids from earlier as you hit these first few streets. The cat is nowhere to be seen now. Either because it's children with a cat or because it was never their cat to begin with. But you each end up in the festival. So we are going to go to the festival. You each
Did
kill
nobody
about...
ask about the kids finding gun in a lake?
No.
I noted it down.
They also, assuming that you tried to ask as you passed by them earlier, they would not talk about the
Yeah,
gun.
they dashed away as soon as that came
Yeah.
up. I have made a mental note to check on the lake later.
Go ahead and move to the festival, Como, and we are going to bring it down just a touch.
All right.
As it is going to be about this level. We are going to where is it? Where have I got this?
Turning off the fucking seagulls.
No, you're still by this fucking lake. Or
Turning off the seagulls. You can't stop me.
I cannot figure out for the life of me where that one song is. That sounds super familiar. It's driving me nuts.
Which one?
Shit, which one is it now? Possible to listen to them? No. Nope, that's not what I meant to do.
Oh, there's global controls. Thank Christ.
Too quiet.
yeah, we told you about that last time.
I only knew about the currently playing control. I don't click drop downs until I have a reason to.
I see.
You silly goober.
Loving the lighting.
We are actually going to reduce the lighting a little bit more. As the festival goes on for a little bit, sort of just starts out of nowhere without too much fuss or any sort of announcement. People sort of start to meander around as they notice stalls and shops being set up. There's a bit of confetti. There's a couple of flags waving. There's a couple of people, which you assume to be in costume, but overall, sort of just starts without too much fanfare. There's quite a few stalls set up to shop from, and several contests that seem to be being set up to play. There are 4 major contests, if anyone is interested. There is a dueling contest, a spellcasting contest, archery contest, and an eating contest.
I would love to enter a dueling contest right away. No questions asked.
Which one?
Oh,
Gideon steps off on his own to, or rather, Gideon, do you tell anyone that you're doing this, or are you just kind of...
I'd like to stop and say hi to everyone.
Okay.
Let people know that I ran into this weird guy. He, seems like a bit of a lost soul, but apparently his heart's in the right place somewhat. Says somebody stole like a weird sunblade from him. I don't know. He seemed to think it was fancy. He insists the mayor stole it. I don't know what to make of it all. But, he wanted me to hear more about, you know, the Rose people thing. I don't know anything about this area, but, yeah. Anyway, I see people fighting over there. That looks like fun. I'm gonna go do that. And I'm gonna win.
luck to you.
I'll head over to the archery competition, I guess.
Okay. Let me go ahead and drop you guys tokens in. We're just gonna, just in case you guys need access to it, we're going to, right, Gideon's still got fucking light on his goddamn. Take care of that.
I'm assuming I stopped my light spell at some point during the day.
Technically it lasts 24 hours, so.
Or dispelled at will, I believe, right?
Gideon, you are informed that the dueling contest will be up last tonight. And if the winner cannot be contested tonight, they will go on to the next day.
Great. Can I take a rest for a while then?
Yes.
I would like to heal up beforehand because I still have not really recovered.
You may. Go ahead, and I would say it's been long enough. Each of you may take a rest. Let me.
Do we click the rest button? Or is this more like a short rest?
Short rest is typically like 10 minutes to treat wounds, but I would say just go ahead and fill up your HP if you would like to.
Okay.
If you wouldn't like to, do it anyway.
Same.
Do I still have the injury?
How do
yes,
I do
until you take a
that?
long rest.
Okay.
You can just edit your current HP on your character sheet to match your
Oh.
max.
I gotcha.
I'm back up to 26 health.
I have 36. I am not used to this.
Apparently, the mayor is a thief, death by gator, says chat. He's from
Big
Florida,
fan
so
of
that
the
checks
gators.
out.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. Well, I don't know if he's Florida man. I'm not sure if we can handle him right now. That sounds like an end the game boss.
I take it, Florida man. Texas
In a
man
fight,
can
right?
equal Florida man.
Fight, right?
Sure. Wets.
In a fight, right, Gideon?
Hey, Raver, there's that one happy chick that's bad at keeping her balance. We should see if she's interested in that emerald now that her shop's open.
We should.
Okay. Each of
Seems
you
like-
approach Ren again, despite Ziri's best intentions. She is excited to see you again, to say the least. I'm actually going to set the town to dark too. I need to. Yes, there we go. Set that. Set this. We'll set this to dark. Ren excitedly greets each of you. My friends, we meet again. I knew we would.
We sure do.
Is each of you just the two, or are we along with them?
I would say you all met in a group that kind of came together again at the start of the festival. Gideon has wandered off to go sign up for a dueling contest. Ziri and Raver have moved not out of sight, but maybe about 20 feet to go talk to Ren at a stall. It is
think I'll
not
go
a
with
big square at all. You will go with them, Ron?
Yeah.
Okay. You go with them. Wesk, what are you doing?
I'm gonna head over to the archery competition.
Okay. Wesk signs up with Gideon to the archery competition. It is going to be the second to last contest. The first contest is going to be the spellcasting contest. If anybody would like to sign up for that.
Do they mention what the rules or format of the spellcasting contest are?
It is going to be a typical mage duel, whereupon you are going to either cast until a rule is broken, you draw first blood, or you are rendered unconscious. The contestants may decide, but the general rule is first blood. The prize is a first level wand of your choice, made by Morblint.
Are you able to enter more than one contest?
Yes.
Okay, then I would like to enter the casting contest and the eating contest.
Wait, we can enter the eating contest.
Yes.
Yeah. Didn't
Oh,
he
I'm
say
doing
there's
that
an
too.
eating contest?
Yes.
The pie eating the pie stuffing
The pie
contest?
stuffing contest.
It's-
I think I'm probably going to have to sit out the casting contest. My only spell that feels that would draw first blood is Divine Lance, and
Heal them so much they pop.
that's
That
a
might
little
work.
bit questionable. But
I think I could make people bleed a few different ways. I'm good.
yeah. But
Okay, so we've got Ziri signing up for the spellcasting contest. Who is signing up for the eating contest?
what's the rules of the eating contest?
Food. I'm in.
I imagine rolling fortitude
Format.
saves to make sure you don't vomit the pie until you win.
It is a... Actually doesn't specify pie anywhere. You're starting to wonder if Rin just assumed it was a pie eating contest for some reason.
Rin was not the first one to say pie.
Yeah, the Tammy said pie.
Tammy said pie.
Abby definitely said
Tammy
I have that
runs
in my
the
notes.
contest, so she would know.
I have that in my notes.
You sure
Very important.
do,
information.
but I'm glad that was what caused you to take notes. Not the other stuff.
I have the other stuff in my
I
notes
have notes
too.
on all of it.
I keep a notepad.
Never
Um,
even considered that.
What? You have your
Right.
journal.
What's the prize for the pie contest?
It's right here.
The prize for the contest will be a week's worth of free food.
Oh right,
and
she
drink.
said weeks free. Yeah, okay, that's my bad.
It's alright.
Yeah, any of the inn.
I might try that one out. Partake in some local culture.
Some local culture.
Food is food. I'm still in.
I'm trying to find in my notes what exactly I need, but it seems I don't have. Did I not write that down? Oh, that would be fucked.
Well, while we're sorting that, I'll be right back.
Okay, never mind. I found it.
Well, you're gone.
And
Alright. Who is signing up for the archery contest?
I am.
The archery contest will
Doom
award
Komobo. He's out of the room at the moment.
the archery contest is a lavishly made small wood carving of each Rose Guard member. Eyeing it, it looks like each figure is delicately made enough to be worth about 5 gold each. Should you wish to sell them, it's clear that the town is more than a little bit irreverent of these figures. It is also made with the town's special lumber, special artisans and carpenters.
Thanks. Holy crap, that's a lot.
And finally, the dueling contest, which
I'll end up funging one.
I believe
Oh, is
Gideon
that
has
right?
already signed up for. The dueling contest rewards a weapon of your choice, made by the resident blacksmith.
The resident blacksmith.
First up, I believe. A man steps forward from the crowd. He was sort of mingling alongside you. You didn't really pay much attention to him. He didn't seem that important. But now, as he sort of takes this stage, this sort of makeshift wooden stage in this tiny little town, you can tell he's larger than life. Now that he's distinguished himself, you can tell he's different. He speaks in a booming voice. My friends, it is good to see you again this day. A year blessed by our dear Rose Guard and our dear town of Otari. Crowd cheers and whoops and hollers and claps. Once again, we are blessed with peace and rid of that filth Belcora, sealed in her gauntlet, doomed to rot away, forgotten by us for her evils. More cheers. Let us give thanks to our ancestors and to our own lumberyard for ensuring our continued peace and prosperity. Though we may not have much, we will always have each other here. More cheers and hollers. A few people look at each other meaningfully. So, in the name of our ancestors, let's dig in. And he motions to the various stalls and the pie eating contest. There's a bit of hushed whispering to him from somebody else. Oh, I've been told we're actually starting with the spellcasting contest this year, I guess. He sort of shrugs. It's not what I would have done. I wouldn't make you guys wait to eat any longer, but who am I to stop you? Enjoy, my friends. And he steps down, and a few people laugh, and the spellcasting competition begins. People begin to lay down some rugs in the middle of the square and clear out space. Ren and Morblint step up to join the spellcasting competition. I believe you were joining, Siri?
Yep.
Alright. Fortunately for you, or unfortunately, you are not facing a lot of competition. After some talks and whispers among the judges on how best to settle a three-man spellcasting competition, they eventually shrug and ask Ren to step to the side. And you now face Morblint in a spellcasting duel, Silly. So duels will work a little bit differently. On your turn, you may roll either Arcana for initiative, or you may attempt to harass your opponent with deception, intimidation, or you may try to sense their harassment on your turn with perception. So, they work slightly differently from regular combat, but for your sake, to keep it simple, I would just say that you would roll for Arcana each round for your initiative, alright?
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie indeed.
I have pretty good deception.
Okay, but you can also roll deception if you would like to. If you roll
And that
deception...
does what?
So, if somebody rolls intimidate versus your deception, you will gain a bonus. If somebody rolls perception against your deception, you will gain a penalty. It is a sort of triangle. Let me actually jot that down for you guys there. I'm going to... because this will be important for Como later as well.
Yeah, I should have joined.
Can you guys see that, I assume?
See what? Oh, yes, yes, yes.
So that sort of is what beats all. And with that, the judges sort of explain the rules and ask, would you like to go to First Blood or Unconsciousness? And Morblant looks at you and, First Blood, please. I get the feeling she's well versed in bloodshed. Would you like to say anything?
Yeah, that sounds good.
They shrug and they begin. They step back. May you begin. And they are going to have you roll. What would you like to roll for your initiative, Zoe?
Did you say Arcana?
You may.
Oh, okay.
Or you may pick Intimidate, Deception, or Perception. Okay. We are going to have Marblant roll. Get a critical.
How?
Excellent. Morblant is going to start it off. He is going to cast a daze spell on you. Sorry, let me do our new targeting here. You are going to roll this will save and fail. You are going to suffer 2 points of mental damage, but you do not bleed. Bleeding in this case is half HP, by the way. Ziria, it comes to your action. What would you like to cast on your beloved NPC, Morbland?
Oh boy.
Kill it.
Don't kill the man.
I would also remind everybody that we now have animated spells. To use them,
They're
you
really cool.
select a target by hovering over them and clicking T. Then any effects or spells you cast will be targeted at that man, or person, or woman, or thing, or creature, or beast, or aberration.
Or object.
You're right, my bad. I'm not being inclusive.
How could your list not be complete and totalitarian?
Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm reading my crap.
Oh, I see. She's looking for the right one.
I think I'm gonna do this.
Okay. So go ahead and make sure you're targeting him with T, and then hit that damage button.
Can I re-roll?
If you would like to spend your hero point, sure. Just remember
Yeah,
to
I think I have 2, don't I?
Yes, you may right-click to spend 1.
It's up here now.
Oh. Oh. Yes. Okay.
All right.
Only roll ones and maxes.
May I encourage you to spend some points then. So you hit him 3 times for 15 points of damage with 3 arcane bolts streak out. So within the span of this first round, they waved their flag and declared, "The duel begins!" Morblint fires a purple beam that strikes Ziri's head, looking smug before almost crumpling in the first round to 3 arcane missiles slamming into his body, knocking his glasses off. He stumbles around. I took it easy on you. Now I'll know better. You are going to roll initiative again, as at the start of each round in a duel, you may get a different initiative. So select a skill, Zilly. Morblint takes the initiative again. This time, however, he looks much more miffed. He's going to target you with his own magic missile. You're going to take max damage. 1, 2, 3. Gax squeaks out in pain as several arcane bolts, like you are using, streak out and it hits you. Actually, Gax is not on the screen, is he?
He's not.
There we go. There we go. Ziri, do you have anything that can stop bleeding?
I don't think so.
Okay. Unfortunately, then, that will end the duel, then. As the judges rush over to wave a flag in Morblint's direction. We have our winner! Morblint bows. Of course, well, maybe that was mean of me. She's not as advanced as I am, after all. Make sure to stop by my shop, everyone. The
Could have killed him.
Stories.
I tried.
Magic missile is pretty good, and she rolled max damage. Just also rolled max damage. Some people rush over to heal up and tend to Ziri's wounds, not wanting to ruin her night. She is patched up to full. As a very confident Morblint now steps forward to face a Rin. Morblint, my awful friend, how are you today? Morblint, adjusting his glasses. Rin, I think you're mistaken. When we say friend, we mean positive things. No, I don't, she says. She is going to immediately attempt to cast a spell. I think you mean a positive thing with friends. No, I don't. And as she raises her hands to cast a spell, Morblint, surprisingly agile, is going to cast color spray on her. A streak of rainbow colors spray out from Morblint in defensive positions. Rin, with her larger tiefling elf eyes, staggered by this spell. Still, however, fires off a hideous laughter spell against Morblint.
Where's the rest of ya?
And he is going to critical fail. and he falls over prone, doubling over in laughter, gasping for air. He's also going to be slowed one. Ren is going to wipe the dazzlement from her eyes as Morblet does not get an action. She is going to cast a Ray of Frost at him, which is going to hit, which is going to deal damage. It's going to deal about 13 damage. He is going to stand up. He's still recovering from the hideous laughter spell that hit him, so he looks stunned. He looks like he's sort of trying to do something, but he fires back a spell at Ren, who critically succeeds. A streak of purple bolt, much like the one that struck you, Ziri, hits Ren, and the smile never leaves her face. Oh, you silly Morblet, you should know. I don't think. I just do. She is going to cast another Ray of Frost on Morblet. Who is still going to take half damage. Morblet is looking hurt. Morblet throws his hands up. Enough! Enough! I yield! Cursed tieflings and their devil magics. I am only half tiefling. It is only half devil magic. Rin is declared the winner of the spellcasting competition. Rin takes the moment to rush back onto stage after she's already left. As people try to stop her, she muscles past. Make sure to come by my shop, everyone. Rin's Wonders. It's much more wondrous than the odd stories that Morblet has. That's not true. We are a fine establishment of many years of repute. We have, yes, you have books. I have actual magical items. Come by my store, everyone. She is being escorted off the stage at this point.
Bless her heart.
She's almost being carried, at which point she muscles free one more time. You can't kick me off. I belong here. No, Ren, the spellcasting competition is over. No, I signed up for the pie eating contest. It is here, right? Everyone shrugs and lets her stay on the stage as they begin to gather the food and tables around her instead. Everyone who is signing up for the pie competition, make your way to center stage, please.
Yeah.
As I walk past, I will congratulate Rin on her victory.
She's going to clasp your hand excitedly, says Oliver. Oh, I'm very happy, thank you. I do not often get to attack people I do not like unprovoked. It is a wondrous time. Did you know that it is a crime?
I believe that is pretty standard.
The attacking
yes.
part, not
Only
the
a crime if you get caught.
Wow.
Oh. But I would get caught. The guards here are ever so watchful. They watch me all the time. I think it's because I am not from here.
Yeah.
She's doing a
I know
very
the feeling.
poor job at whispering.
Yep, that's
What?
probably why.
No.
Raver, would you like to be at the pie eating competition?
No, I'm content to just watch this.
I see.
We saw what happened last time Fortitude saves came into play.
Mm-hmm.
people within the spellcasting competition, for sure sign up. You each face about 20 people other than just your crew of 4 here. The table is laden with food. Each of you receive the same portion at first. This looks to be a entire chicken. The mayor steps on stage once again to sort of draw attention. My friends, let us give thanks to our wondrous farmers, our colleagues, our friends, our family. Some of you knew these chickens. Gods rest their soul, but may they rest easier in our bellies. Everyone dig in! And with that, the eating competition has started. Give me a fortitude save from everybody as you each dig in to your meal.
Ooh.
My fortitude. Click my fortitude button. What's this for? Oh, I see. It brings up the roll underneath. Uh-oh.
Yeesh.
The women devour this chicken, as only women can, when you really think about it. Cezanne, you pick at it, and you're eating at your own pace, as you've done much in life, sort of doing things at your own speed. You look over, and you're not convinced Ziri isn't feeding some of the food to Gax. Ren, however, is now standing from her chair, both hands in the chicken, scarfing it down. No silverware involved. Gideon, you're holding up. You're sort of off-put by Ren, but you're holding up.
I'm gonna blame my injury from earlier. How in God's name is the half-drow doing that? Half-tiefling. I do that a lot.
You notice Ren wanted to correct you, but her mouth is full of food, and she sort of gives you a thumbs up after you correct yourself. The next course is brought to you. This one is 4 slices of pie. Pumpkin pie, specifically.
Yeah.
Well, that's not so bad.
Hate pumpkin.
Go ahead and give me another fortitude save, everybody.
Tolerable this time, but Jesus.
Oh, this will be a good one.
Ren is excited for the pie. She's constantly pulling up a piece of pie and putting it in your face, pointing towards Ziri with a mouthful of food. She's desperately trying to say something, but with a mouthful of food, all she can get out is "Ziri, pie!" She's going to swallow and repeat to you to get your attention halfway, you feel like. See? Pie, Ziri!
I'm going to nod enthusiastically while also shoveling pie into my face.
She's going to stuff another pie slice into her mouth and do the same to you, Gideon, since it's on. Pie, Ziri! Actually, you weren't... She swallows. Actually, you weren't here when I was discussing the pie earlier, were you? But I was telling everyone that there would be pie, and now there is.
We were told there would be pie.
You were told there would be pie too? Who told you guys about the pie?
Can I talk at this point?
Emmy. Back at the tavern. I am just enthusiastically eating pie the entire time.
Sazan, you have only just now finished your chicken. And you are far behind everyone else.
I'll catch up.
Who told you guys about the pie? She says.
Emmy.
Oh, that's wondrous. The stars told me about this pie. She points upward, as if to reinforce her point.
Star pie. Great.
Oh, do you think
Gideon
there
is
would be
just
star
continually digging into pie.
Pie made of stars. How wondrous. What I would do to taste that pie. Give me another fortitude save, everybody. And the next pie is a large blueberry pie.
Give me the pie!
This is not 4 slices of pie, Ziri. This is the whole pie each.
Uh-oh.
Cezanne,
But I'm not rolled!
Ziri, you kind of are starting to slow down. Cezanne, did you spend a hero point?
What? I didn't...
No, Ziri.
No, Ziri did. And she rolled a 2 instead of a 1.
I should, but I'm not going
You
to.
know, the worst part is the rule about nat 1s give a hero point. You actually have another one if you would like.
What?
Okay.
A hero point? That's good to know.
Nat 1s give a hero point.
I am gonna have to institute a rule of you can't re-roll more than once after this, though. But
For the sake of pie.
Cezanne, you're slowing down. You might be able to force yourself to keep going if you want to, but you're pretty full. It's up to you
Hard
whether
to
you want to
slow
keep
down
going.
when you weren't starting fast.
You're a very thin man. The girls, even though Ziri seems to be slowing down now, Ren keeps at it. Gideon, slow start, going at it now. The crowd has now thinned down to about 5 people total. You 4 and about 2 villagers. One is a dwarf man and the other is a halfling woman. You glance up and notice Tammy cheering you on, sort of waving and as if to say, "It's me, I made those pies, do you like them?" Give me another fortitude save, everybody.
Ooh.
Rin starts to choke on a pie, clears your throat, guzzles down the remainder of her milk, and looks at you guys. Ziri, you have also now slowed down. The men are now catching up to you. The feast this time was mutton. It was slow, tenderly roasted, and Rin seems to struggle with it immensely. She's uncharacteristically quiet as she leans back in her chair now and lets out a sigh before turning to you, Ziri, and saying, "I do believe my stomach is full. What about you, friends?"
I can keep going!
Yeah, I'm fine.
Cezanne, you are also at your limit should you continue to eat. Rin is going to continue in the competition, however. The food this time seems to be the largest onion rings you've ever seen. They are thicker around than Gideon's arms.
Going to try. This ain't gonna end well.
Cezanne, if you eat another bite, you are going to throw up.
I will, as gracefully as I can, tap out.
Ren ungracefully taps out, standing up abruptly and running from the stage, going, "It was delicious, but I cannot have another bite!"
Best of luck, you two.
Gideon, you've hit your limit. If you go again, there's no guarantee you'll make it. Rin and Cezanne excuse themselves from the table. Rin finding you afterwards, clapping you on the back, nearly causing the unspeakable to happen. Cezanne, but you managed to retain it. My wondrous friend, did you throw up?
I got fairly close.
I did too. Perhaps it was fate, us meeting like this.
Perhaps. I didn't expect there to be quite that much.
Oh, I did. The stars told me. The Pi stars.
Pi stars?
Yes.
Which constellation would that be?
Her eyes light up at the word constellation.
Pisces? Alright.
Can I give Zilly
Yay!
my
No, you may not.
It was great.
Cezanne, despite your best attempts, Ren has now clasped your hand, eyes brighter than ever, and is now dragging you away from the festival, pointing to the night sky.
I'll go along with this.
Gideon, Ziri, you are the only two left, and you're... Are you across from each other or beside each other?
Beside, probably, for an eating contest.
Yeah.
It's become awkwardly tense between you. Gideon, your heart is racing as if you were fighting the kobolds again. Ziri, your familiar, no longer a bat, has to split these feelings with you. It's begging you to stop. In the next round, about 24 cookies are presented on a platter to you. Strangely, they are fish-shaped. They're little fish cookies stuffed with some kind of chocolate. Almost more like a biscuit than a cookie. How about that? If either of you fail now, the unthinkable will happen. Do you continue or do you forfeit?
I see. I'm out. I gotta save some room for the sparring contest.
You watch in horror as Siri puts her head on the table and scoops the cookies in, never breaking eye contact with you as you walk off the stage. The judge walks past you, Gideon, and cautiously approaches Ziri, lifting the one hand not scooping cookies into her mouth, going, "We have our winner!" And while you may not like this right now, perhaps you will tomorrow, your free food and drink for the next week can be redeemed at any inn. Ziri has now polished off the cookies, having not stopped eating as he's announcing her the winner. Gax is dying on her shoulder. You are also dying, Ziri.
I'm fine.
You are not.
Ziri, you are handed a small coin as proof of your winnings. They explain that this coin can be redeemed for the next week for a free food and drink at any inn for you and you alone. They stress that last part.
Wink at Gex.
Gax cannot function. He attempts a wink, but it is more like one eye closes and then the other, and then the first eye opens. The swordplay contest is up next, Gideon, which is good because you know what goes well with... Sorry, no, the archery contest is up next. You're right. Thank you, me.
Good. I get some time to rest. I thought it was last.
The archery contest begins. Wes, you are explain the rules. It is... There are 3 shots per round. The shortest range is the easiest to hit, and will give you 1 point. The middle range is 2 points, and the longest range is 3 points. Depending on how many points you have, the lowest points will be knocked out at the end of the round. You look around, and there's only about 5 of you total. So, a few people pull out crossbows, one person pulls out a bow, and one person pulls out a hammer.
Huh?
Okay. I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes.
Okay.
I know where this is going. It's great.
I raise an eyebrow and pull out my gun.
Okay. Begin. Which one would you like to fire at?
I'm gonna go for the farthest one.
Okay. Go for it. Give me an attack roll. There's a crack that rocks out. The festival stops for just a moment at the noise. Everyone looks to the desk.
Did I hit it?
You said the farthest one?
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
I'll just
Not a bullseye, but you did hit it.
I'll just open the breach, pull out the shell casing, and blow the smoke off of it.
The first noise to break the silence is a familiar child's voice screaming, "He's so cool!"
He's swinging.
A few people laugh, and the rest of the people begin. Beside you, a tall, muscular man flings
Jesus Christ!
a hammer at the farthest reaching.
Unknown creature.
Sorry, you're right. Let me change that. There we go. The hammer embeds itself in the target. A direct headshot, Wesk. Wesk, note you have 3 points now. Everyone looks at the hammer and continues on.
So, are we allowed to go for the same target twice?
Yes. Round 2 begins. The previous person was knocked out. You may go ahead and fire again if you would like to.
Going to fire at the farthest one again.
Your shot grazes it, and it does not hit. Luckily, the villagers were smart enough to make room for this archery contest for those types of things. So your shot hits a large hay bale behind these targets. The small kid, still screaming, "He's so cool!" The man next to you takes a second hammer off of his belt and throws it again, cursing loudly as his hammer flies past the target and hits the hay bale. Notably, a couple people cheer. Another member is knocked out. It is now just you, a villager, what looks to be maybe a guardsman, wielding his crossbow, and this large man and you, Wesk. The third round begins. What would you like to shoot at?
I'm gonna shoot at the far one again.
Okay. Go for it. That's a hit. Note down 3 more points. his hammer again. It does hit the same long-range farthest target. With that, the last man is knocked out, and it is just you and this large, muscular man. He sort of glances down at you and gives a cocky smirk. It's not bad with a gun there.
Must say, I've never heard of hammers as ammunition.
Oh. Well, you know. It's a talent. He's going to pull another hammer out. Let's say me and you make it interesting.
Oh?
Alright.
And how do you suppose we do that?
Points to the shorter ranged one. First to a headshot.
Sounds good to me.
I'll give you first dibs then.
You're gonna regret it.
No, I don't think I will, Scaly boy.
Let's go line up his shot and take it.
You hit. But despite your best practices, that is not a headshot. This man pulls out his fourth and final hammer on his belt. Takes aim and throws it. And he does get the headshot.
I won!
He raises his arms
Let's
in
go.
victory and lets out a yell. Turning to face the crowd. Nobody's cheering.
Wesker will hold out his hand towards the man.
He looks down at you and he almost hesitates before shrugging. Crouching down, he's a very tall man. He gets down, squatting, and shakes your hand. There's actually a few boos from the crowd at this point. Hey, why was he let in? Yeah, why would he enter the competition? I thought he had to give out the prize. Yeah, it says here, he's supposed to make us a weapon if we win. Yeah, and I could save on some materials if I just took the prize from you. Seems smart to me, anyway. Couple more boos. Couple more people not liking Tobias's attitude.
I'll step in
If you
front of
people
the-
wanted a weapon made from me, you could get it any day of the week. Don't give me this crock of shit.
I'll step in front of Tobias. This man managed to beat your town's best. That I beat as well. And then he managed to beat me.
I am
If
this
that's the
town's
case-
best.
That's the case, then he's the best. And he deserves the prize.
Fucking kobold's smarter than half of you. More boos, more cheering. Regardless, somebody comes up and hands Tobias the small coin designating him as the winner. Well, I'm not sure this is much use to you, but you won, Tobias. Again. Congratulations. He's going to actually toss it to you, Wesk, and shrug.
You sure?
He walks off without a word. He muscles past a couple people who are still whispering about him and disappears into the night.
I'll shrug my shoulders and pocket the coin.
Was the guy!
Raver, at this point, you've noticed somebody standing beside you a while. It is a taller man, taller than you even, Actually, how tall are you? 6'7". No, not 6'7". He would be about 6'3", 6'4". Very thin, very willowy. An older, elvish gentleman. He's sort of sighs and watches Tobias walk off. It's a shame. I see something in him, no?
There's certainly potential. Why not tell him?
Maybe one day. But that the swordplay dueling contest begins. There's a couple of people looking around. Gideon, as you approach the entry point, you notice that Tobias signed up for the dueling contest but has left, so people are kind of not sure what to do to fill his space. The man looks around hurriedly. Any volunteers to take his space? To anyone, please? The man beside you, Raver, kind of shrugs. Maybe there is potential in all of us, no? We could all use somebody to tell us that. He's gonna kind of brush past you. And he walks into the middle of the arena. A guard and what you recognize as the pickpocket from earlier, Ziri, makes their way into the middle of the arena. Only a few fighters in this town, it seems. The older gentleman kind of signing up for Tobias's spot in the dueling contest. But regardless of all that, we are going to come to Gideon. You are dueling a pickpocket from earlier. Contestants, would you like first blood or unconsciousness?
I'm gonna eye the thief real quick.
Give me a perception check. What exactly are you looking for?
I'm looking to see how much combat experience he has.
The type of man who thinks he has a lot of combat experience.
First blood. He won't take any more than that.
He snorts at you. Yeah, I wouldn't want to fight me neither. They hand you these blunted blades. Or rather, they hand you a blunted blade, Gideon. The thief from earlier takes his pick. He's going to be wielding a single-edged, curved blade that has been blunted. You may roll whatever you wish to for this dueling contest. Choices are Intimidate, Perception, or Deception. Roll a perception check against his intimidation check. Unfortunately, you become in second. So the thief, as you're kind of taking this moment to size the man up, you glance to the judge. First blood, and as you look back, he's already lunged at you. He is going to make an attack with his weapon. I do believe that hits.
Does hit.
So it is going to be a 4 damage. I'm actually going to show off our, not that. Damn.
You're going for the effects?
Yeah, but I actually think it's tied to the accuracy roll. Nope, he just doesn't have one. Alright. It is your turn, Gideon. As well as that, because he rolled Intimidate, you are now frightened.
Flat-footed?
2.
Oh, right. 2. Interesting.
Correct.
I thought Perception beat Intimidate on that.
Can I look at the effects of frightening?
Oh, sorry. They are...
I was hoping they were going to be on my sheet, but it doesn't seem like they are.
I can just link you the frightened condition. Damn, you are absolutely right, Raleigh. I got that greater than, less than, backwards. That is unfortunate. It basically makes you -2 on everything. It is
Interesting.
your turn, Gideon.
Yeah, got it. Wanted to see if I could do anything clever, but I don't think so. There is no shake-off action here, is there?
No.
Cool. Then I suppose I rolled a strike. I have to equip something different than my smoking sword, I assume.
No.
So, alright.
That is going to hit. I'm not going to bother making a whole new blunted blades and all that stuff. I'm just going to subtract 1 from your total each time you roll to subtract the negative, or +1 from your sword.
Alright.
But that
You'll also have to subtract the fire, so that should be 4, I think.
on the 8 plus 4, you rolled a 1. So, yeah, that's 5 damage.
Hmm.
So, that is going to be 5 damage to him as Gideon lunges forward, sort of rattled by this display of just no honor, not waiting for the judge to declare a start or anything. He counterattacks and obviously strikes this man much harder than he was anticipating. It is start of round. You may roll something else for initiative if you would like to.
Oh my god. Well, actually, shouldn't the frighten have gone? It won't matter. It's 1.
Yeah, it goes down by 1 at the end of your turn. The man attempts to deceive you, but he sort of feints and leans into it, but he is going to actually be caught off guard as you much more experienced than him. There we go. I believe that hits again.
It does hit. God. Rolling hot. Alright.
It sure does. What are you at? 26. That's not even remotely half. This pickpocket, surprisingly agile. Feints, then jabs in, but by now you've got a read on this man. He does not get any bonuses against you this round for beating your dueling senses. However, he is flat-footed, to you, and because he used deception, he's flat-footed until the start of your next turn. He is flat-footed to all attacks this round. Go for it. That's going to hit. Roll damage. Rolling hot. Rolling
Someone
hot.
is.
Regardless, the man crumples even under these glancing blows, and he throws his hands up. I yield. I give. I give. He's gonna dart off to seek medical aid, abandoning his weapon. Gideon, despite your incredibly poor performance, you've effortlessly bested this man. They are going to declare you the winner of this round. And you are going to get medical attention and heal up your wounds, and you are going to face a guardsman, a small halfling man who looks much more experienced than the other man. I would like you to roll initiative of your choice as another duel commences.
Oh boy, here we go again. God.
It's not a good time for you.
Not. Alright, go ahead.
Man starts screaming and cursing at you in halfling, which I don't think
I do not.
you do not. This man runs at you, sort of hoping to catch you by surprise, swinging this blade and just kind of yelling something at you, and you don't know what the fuck he's on about, but he's going for your knees, my dude. Once again, caught off guard, you are going to take 10
God!
points of damage. Dice are hot tonight. And you are once again frightened as this man...
Yep. Keep it going.
Go ahead. This man just, for lack of a better word, accosts you.
Oh my god. I'm just gonna re-roll it. Fuck it.
Okay.
Better.
That is a... not quite a crit. But you are going to roll damage. Hey, that's better. Right? That's better, I think.
That is definitely better. That's a 7 instead of a 1.
Okay. That's good. It's good. This guardsman is going to exclaim in pain as he's sort of... actually, no, that's an 8. That's a 11.
Oh yeah, sorry, the single die was a 7.
Yes. And you are going to, almost without meaning, bring this sword down much harder than you intended, and he just crumples to the ground in one blow. So, even short of a round as this man runs at you, and you sort of, and just slap him to the ground.
This is unintentionally the most hilarious
Christ,
duel
is that
of all time.
By the way, the Dwarven was, what the hell is it with you people? Everyone just runs in stabbing me before anyone says go, and I'm just like, no!
I thought there was rules to this.
I thought this was a duel. You motherfuckers just accosted me.
Raver, the familiar tall man who has taken Tobias' spot, steps forward. He's won every round so far. Surprisingly adept for an older man, it seems.
Seems
he steps
you've
forward
got
onto
your fair
the
share of
stage.
tricks.
Oh yes, you could say this. He steps onto the stage and he is going to be wielding a blunted rapier. Actually, no, he's going to be wielding a strange blade.
Curved swords.
Curved sword. And
Big
he's going to
Lord.
be wielding no, a curved sword and its sheath. What you know as a cane sword.
Oh shit! I know that thing.
You sure do. The elvish man stands.
Oh
before
shit,
you.
I know that guy. I mean, Gideon doesn't.
You are going to need to roll initiative when you would like.
Mm-hmm.
And music.
Oh no!
Out of curiosity, can I roll to size him up?
Sure. What would you like to roll?
You know what? If anything here, I would probably go with, if I possibly can, Warfare Lore.
Okay. Go for it. This music is not playing.
I have never rolled good with that.
We're gonna take that. Everyone here can see this man knows how to fight.
Yeah. Cool. Cool.
You are not aware of how much. The man bows to you. The man has continued bowing to you, still bending over, slowly. He's now almost touched his toes with his bow. And he rises slowly. Good evening.
Good evening.
It was a most pleasurable evening, my friends.
Yes.
Oh.
You here for the festivities?
Yes. I am enjoying them, are you?
I am so far.
Almost imperceptibly taking a stance. This is good. This is a wondrous festival.
Shall we begin?
I thought we had already begun. I was waiting on you.
I see.
Well, I should hope so. You swing and miss.
Oh!
Oh no.
Oh no!
Only the slightest movement, this man dodges. It is very good. You are very good.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to try again?
I yield.
He's visibly disappointed.
Well,
But
would
he
you like
sort
to
of-
continue? I don't see much sport in this.
There is always sports in these things.
Alright. I can see the round is yours, but I can keep going. Oh boy, here we are again.
No, you can't.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to roll the ones again.
Sometimes the dice tell stories.
Sometimes the dice tell stories. No, I want to see where this one goes, because I'm pretty sure Okanito could do a lot with the one.
Well, you sure can. He is going to, as you swing, bring the sword cane's sheath out. And as you swing, he's going to dart forward, catch your sword in its sheath, and then push you backwards. That is a disarm check against your fortitude save. Sometimes the dice tell stories.
Oh.
God. Now, to be fair, that would have succeeded literally no matter what, but that's... Oh my god.
I believe, as I once said in PTU, hype is a real thing.
Yeah.
Gideon, you are now disarmed.
I'm now disarmed, disrobed. That man took my money, my firstborn.
He took my name.
Boy, you have no idea.
Entire...
Okanyeba didn't exist in 3.5. The man hands you your sword, now sheathed, back to you. Bows again. You see, there is always sport in this. For me, anyway.
Yes, I'm sure that was fun for some of us. You as well. At least it was a pleasure. Thank you for not running up and trying to stab me.
Thank you for not running away like a coward. It was a most pleasurable experience. Perhaps our mutual friend will learn of his potential. And
mutual friend, huh?
Is going to step off the stage. At which point, one of the judges rushes to stop him. Sir! And then as he steps off, he goes, well, he's disqualified now. Oh, I thought we were done. Well, no, it's to first blood, sir. He looks to you, Gideon. We will call it a draw. And he's going to step away. Gideon, you are handed a coin, which can be redeemed at the local blacksmith for any weapon of your choice to be crafted for free. It is now getting to be, I'd say, at about 8 p.m. We may continue if you guys wish, or we may stop here for the night.
I'm good here.
My headphones are about to die.
Okay, let's go ahead and stop here. Then I'm also going to just real quick give each of you 100 XP for...
Oh shoot, I already closed it. My bad.
That's fine. Let you guys claim that, and then I will just manually add it to Wesk myself. And we will wrap up the session there. Sometimes the dice tell stories, isn't it fun?
Sometimes the dice tell stories. Sometimes Okanyeba rolls a 40 fucking 3.
It is always great when Okanyeba shows up for 5 seconds in every campaign.
Could literally hit almost anything in the game. Well, actually, I don't know Pathfinder scaling. I know that would for 5e.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it to Ziri too. It looks like she's distracted, but let's go ahead and wrap that up. Does anybody got anything last that they want to do?
Raver has internalized the cane sword and wants one now.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I've been dragged away, so
yes,
I don't
you
think
are.
there's any...
You're actually still being drug away. It's a surprisingly you've been walking, you think, in circles at some points around the city as she's excitedly pointing to the night sky, as if moving this short distance down the street will reveal even more stars. But you know that's not how the night sky works. But it is clear she shares your passion for the stars and the night sky almost as much as you do, Cezanne.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
Nope. I know where I'm going next time, but that's not going to be for tonight.
Let's go ahead and wrap it up then.
I'm going to remember